face.
Well, that's because you're looking at his butt.
Then he's certainly not going to enjoy that treat that I just fed to him.
And now, back to the Big Dumb Fun Show.
You're listening to the Big Dumb Fun Show. We are live, online, and around the world, Mondays, 7 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. The rest of the week, you can listen live.
Or watch it in replay.
Or watch the show in replay.
Absolutely. We're talking about one of the big stories of this week before the Bat Massacre happened, and that was Chick-Fil-A, of which, and I was going to pull up my post just so I can put all of my cards out on the table here. And my post was in regards to, one, Chick-fil-A, and two, was it Susan G. Komen Foundation, and all the Boy Scouts of America. And Chick-fil-A and the Boy Scouts in the same week had a lot of controversy happen when the Boy Scouts came out and said, no, we really are against gays. And they kicked a kid out that was almost an Eagle Scout, or maybe he was an Eagle Scout. They kicked him out of Scouts. They go, this is our policy. Susan G. Komen, turns out they've been supporting Planned Parenthood the entire time, and everyone had a huge uproar about that because they thought, oh, Susan G. Komen, all they do is raise funds for breast cancer research, and then turns out, oh no, we've got huge administrative costs, and we're donating a ton of cash to Planned Parenthood, which of course happens to partake in abortions.
Well,
and
there's one way they're certainly nipping breast cancer in the bud.
No.
Okay, I get one. I guess.
Well, also the foundation was using foundation raised money to pay for lawyers to sue other companies that were using
for the cure.
Yeah, too. So that was to me that was the out of control part there.
So my whole stance is that if you're Chick-fil-A, if you're Susan G. Komen, if you're the Boy Scouts of America, do whatever you want. Like you can do whatever. If Boy Scouts as a privately, I guess, owned institution, in which it's sponsored a lot by church, if they want to say we don't want gays, fantastic. You can come up with the Gay Scouts. Like somebody can start something else that's accepting of gays.
But
if you're Susan G. Komen, you can donate to Planned Parenthood. That's fine. If you're Chick-fil-A and you say, hey, we do not support gay marriage, that's fine. I have the choice not to partake in these. I'm not going to donate money if I'm against Planned Parenthood and everything they stand for. I'm not going to donate money to Susan G. Komen. I was a diehard Boy Scout. I don't agree that they kick homosexuals out of the Boy Scouts of America, but if they want to...
Why? Were there homosexuals in your scout troop?
But that has nothing...
Besides you?
That has nothing to do with what they're trying to do. I mean, that's just like when Chick-fil-A says I'm against gays. So you mean to tell me everybody that walks in the door, are you gay? Are you straight?
No.
Are you gay? Are they going to ask you?
Oh, you can tell.
No, they do.
I mean, I know
Chick-fil-A
you
might
can
have
tell,
some
so
good gaydar
are you
going.
not going to serve them? I mean, that has nothing...
No, they're not saying they're not going to serve them. They're going to say...
They just say,
I
we
know,
support
funds.
But
traditional
just
male-female
because-
marriage.
Yeah.
Just because you ask the question, are you against gays or not, there's a way to answer the question and say, hey, this is... When the guy was like, are you against gay marriages, all he should have said is, look, this is our follow. We follow a traditional parent, family, a husband and a wife. This is what we follow. That's period. He didn't have to say, okay, well, we're against gays.
I'm pretty sure that is what he said.
Yeah, that was what he said.
In a nutshell.
And how they took what he said is to mean you don't support gay marriage.
Well, and I think that there's really no answer. I think there's no way that this guy could have answered the question without pissing off
somebody.
gays.
I don't
Or not
know.
even gays, but gays.
How can you be a
sympathizers.
right-wing corporation and give him a left-wing answer?
I know, that would be ridiculous.
I just think that from a business standpoint, I mean, just because my family comes from a business standpoint, you're coming from America that supports a lot of things. I mean, there should be no answer that's driven to just one certain side unless they don't plan on serving gays, and they're going to lose a lot of supporters because, again, a lot of women support gays. Like, how many women do you know that have that gay best friend? I have a gay friend. I have a few gay friends. I love my gay friends. And if they are being discriminated against, just like your best friend, you're always going to have your best friends back, regardless if they're gay, straight, female, male, black, white, blue, orange. Are you not going to have their back or stand for them?
You can have their back, but you can choose not to go to Chick-fil-A. It's that easy.
I know, and that's what I'm saying from a business standpoint.
So are you not going to go to Chick-fil-A anymore?
No, I'm not going to now.
You're never, ever going to step foot in a Chick-fil-A?
No, because
ever again?
Because I can find decent chicken and waffle fries somewhere else.
Do you think so? Mm-hmm. It's pretty tasty.
It is pretty tasty, but
if we decided to end the show early right now and go get some Chick-fil-A.
I don't go to Chick-fil-A anyway.
It's because there's not one near you because they're not in the ghetto.
I just don't agree what they stand for. I think that's for him to call it out like that. It's as simple as saying, this is just what we believe. We support what's out there, but our company circle, this is how we believe it. But we do support what's out there.
Yeah,
but it's just not what's in our blueprint. It's that simple.
I still don't think there's no way to do that without making somebody very mad. I
don't
but I
know.
also think that, for instance, Boy Scouts, they do have a zero balance. You can request their financial records at any time. Same with Susan G. Komen. They are a non-for-profit, so their books are pretty open.
But I don't understand the whole supporting Planned Parenthood, but then supporting breast cancer. I don't understand why that's an issue.
A lot of people don't, and that's why they're saying they're not supporting. It's not breast cancer research. It's just
because
like supporting
it's not
women.
They shouldn't be out doing that.
Yeah. So a lot of people they're misled because everyone knows. Race for the Cure.
I thought I was giving my money to help
Race
breast.
for the Cure is towards breast cancer. What's that have to do with?
You would think, but apparently not the case.
Well, then, do they have it when it
they
says
just
Race
need to be
for the Cure?
Right?
Yeah.
They just need to be forthright, and they need to say exactly where their funds are going. And if anybody really cared,
which apparently people do because it makes news.
Well, I didn't know anything until you just said Planned Parenthood.
So now that you know that, are you going to go to these Race for the Cures?
Well, that doesn't bug me. Planned Parenthood doesn't bug me because I think it's actually a good thing because they provide birth control. They provide whether the abortion thing or not. I think I don't have an opinion towards that because I need to know the situation.
Okay.
I think if a girl was raped and she decided to get an abortion, I don't think that's wrong. But if a woman is just freely being stupid and gets pregnant on a regular basis and say, ha, 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 I was drunk one night and I got pregnant, and you get an abortion, I think that's wrong.
Yeah. So you're okay with
what
killing,
if they weren't
killing
drunk?
babies, but not with the gays.
No,
stance at
I did
Chick-fil-A.
not say
I
killing babies.
I just want to make sure that I get this right.
You took my wording out of context.
Yeah, we don't need to have call protesting
If you want
from
me
dead
to go
babies.
into detail, being a daddy, if your girl was raped, how would you feel about it?
Well,
you want your child to get an abortion?
It's so even disturbing just to think about, right?
Exactly.
But I would like to think if for some reason, be it by a rape or somehow a pregnancy occurred, I would like to think that she would, if she did not want the baby, she would have it and give it up for adoption because there are thousands upon thousands of people just waiting in line for a kid, and you can make a positive out of a negative.
But there are also thousands and thousands of kids in foster home that are still waiting for people to adopt them. But the process takes
Yeah, it's very
forever.
grueling and time-consuming and very not cost-effective.
I think, I don't know. The abortion thing, it just depends on the
that
situation.
takes hours.
In my opinion.
It takes hours upon
I'm not
hours.
saying I'm for it, but I'm not saying I'm against it. I think it depends on the situation itself.
No, I agree. But some people, of course, are very much against it, you know. So if you don't have a position, or if your position is no position, I think that's a perfectly fine position. But I think that you should know. Like, why didn't you know about that?
Oh, Planned Parenthood?
Yeah.
I never knew.
Like, I almost think that you should really know about any especially if it's a non-for-profit.
But they're not idiots. I'm pretty sure that if you actually research the cure, it would say these are the places we donate our money to.
Yeah, because it's a non-for-profit, so
they have to
everything's
be public,
open.
right?
So if you cared enough, you could pull the records.
But somebody did.
Yeah, somebody pulled the record, and it's a big firestorm.
That's just like McDonald's. They advertise their Big Mac, but they don't advertise. They advertise their chicken McNuggets, but do you see them advertising their French fries? Or
now what if for some reason the Kroc family came out?
No, the French fries aren't killing millions of people. Oh, never mind, they are.
Yeah.
So let's just say
the
you
Kroc
can't.
family comes out, and they're interviewed by some sort of a Baptist seminary newspaper, and they say, "Oh, are you for gay marriage?" And he goes, "Hell no!" So he's a Crocs. He's the owner.
I don't even own a crock pot, so I don't really
I'm just
care.
saying, Ray Kroc, right? The Kroc family, they kind of started it all. What if they were extremely racist or extremely right wing or extremely?
Then the family would probably keep him out of the news. You don't need to talk to Ray.
Don't talk to Uncle Ray.
My whole thing is a smart business person knows to kind of be low-key and stay out of this type of conflict because we live in the United States, and we have gays, we have traditional marriages, we have divorces. That's like, I mean, what are you going to say about divorces? I support it, I don't support it. I don't support it, but how many celebrities are out there that are influenced that...
You're looking forward to your first divorce. We're all taking numbers.
No,
we're all figuring out how long this is going to last.
Divorce is not
Let's
in my vocabulary.
Put this to bed, talk more about Batman.
Hey, any press is good press.